Hi friends, Krista here. Thank you so much for stopping by Books and Jams. I am here today to do the rest of my July book haul. I have quite a few books to share with you. There are a few more gifts that came in throughout the month, a few that I bought for myself, my book of the month choices for July. I have this bag that if you watched my vlog from my trip to New York, which was actually over my birthday, this is the bag of books that I got from the bookstore that was fill a bag for $3. So I filled it's like ripping because it's so full. I filled a paper grocery bag, filled to the brim for $3, and my mom paid for it. Happy birthday to me. So some of these are Christmas book exchange gifts, but some of them are for me for sure. I will share those with you. And then in my most recent weekend reading vlog, I did go to Second and Charles, and I have another bag of books to share with you from there. If you watched that vlog, you pretty much already know what I got. I will not show you some of those as well because I found at the end some Christmas book exchange books. So my Christmas book exchange box is growing, which is nice. I always tend to get more than what I need so that by the time it's time to wrap them all up, I have options. But today we're going to go through the books that I got for myself and were gifted to me. Let's start with the gifted ones because that's fun. And I have one that I haven't even opened yet. But I know that this is from Destiny, who is one of my patrons and a lovely friend. I love her so much. Sorry for it being late, but birthday month is a thing. Yes, it is, Destiny. Yes, it is. Love you, love bug, something sweet, just like you, and a book on your TBR. Happy birthday from Destiny. She also sent me this puzzle. I'm a big fan of puzzling, and look at all the candy. Oh my word, something sweet for sure. This looks like it's going to be a hard one, but so cute. So cute, Destiny. And then let's see what the book is. So exciting. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, another Jamie Jo Wright book. The Haunting at Bonaventure Circus. Oh, I'm really excited. If you guys have been here for any length of time, you know that I don't really read a lot of thrillers. Jamie Jo Wright is a Christian author who writes suspenseful novels, and it's just the right amount of suspense and creep factor. Like, I love it so much. This one takes place at a circus. It sounds like it's going to be so good. Destiny, thank you. That's so sweet. I love it. Oh, yay for Jamie Jo Wright. Then I already did open this one. This one is from Miriam Elizabeth Reads. Happy belated birthday, Krista. I hope you enjoy this book as much as I did. And she got me the first one in this trilogy by Juliette Marillier, Daughter of the Forest. This is a fantasy trilogy. The second one is the Son of the Shadows, and then Child of the Prophecy. I'm really looking forward to reading this, and I love these editions. I think it's so pretty. And I've heard really high praise for this series. Love is the strongest magic of all. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Miriam. Oh, so exciting. And then, not from my wish list on Amazon, but from a wish list that I'm working on, the lovely Angel and her daughters Lily and Olivia found some more Newbery winners and sent them to me. Well, 3 of them are Newbery winners and 1 of them isn't, but these are ones that I didn't yet have. So we have Invincible Louisa by Cornelia Miggs, the story of the author of Little Women. Fun. So it's almost like a retelling of Louisa May Alcott's life. So fun. Not retelling, but like a fictionalized version of it. Cute. And then Smokey the Cowhorse by Will James, written and illustrated. Are there going to be? Oh, there are. There's like full-on cowboy pictures. Oh yeah, look at rodeo time. Oh man. I love it. And then Young Fu of the Upper Yangtze by Elizabeth Foreman Lewis. This is one of the older ones, I think. When did this one get written? 1932. So this is one of the first like 11. That's way back. Yay. Thank you so much. Oh man, I'm so close. I think I only have like 5 or 6 left on my Newbery shelf. I haven't read any in a really long time. And then they also sent me this one, the Rosemary Spell by Virginia Zimmerman. They said that they all really enjoyed reading this one, and I think I will too. Rosemary and Adam agree on almost everything. They agree that words matter and books are important. Of course, some books are more important than others. Most of Rosemary's favorites were recommended by Adam's older sister, Shelby. Now, Rosemary and Adam have found an old book. Not just any old book. It's old. It may have even belonged to Shakespeare. Okay, I'm done. That sounds so fun. Looking forward to reading that, and especially because it's a recommendation from Angel and her daughters. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. I have books that I bought for myself. I mean, let's do my book of the month subscription. This is a subscription that I've had for years, and I love it. And I chose 3 books this month. 2 that were July options and 1 that was an older option, but one that I wanted. So I added it to my box. There is always a link in my description down below if you want to try out book of the month. I just love that you have the choice of what books you're going to get and or if you want to skip a month. So I love that. Okay, my choices for the month were very easy for me, actually. There was a lot of good choices if you love thrillers. I'm not a thriller person, but I did pick up Upgrade by Blake Crouch. I really loved Dark Matter and Recursion by him, so I'm looking forward to reading Upgrade. When I talked about this in my anticipated reads video, I was having a hard time describing it, but I think it's about like literally somebody trying to upgrade their DNA, enhancing their bodies in different ways, like more than just like a steroid enhancement, but actually affecting the DNA and the backlash from that. So I don't know if it's a company that's trying to encourage people to do that, or I don't know, but I'm sure I will be along for the ride. He writes a very propulsive book, and I'm looking forward to reading that one. Also, Catherine Center, The Bodyguard was my next choice. This was another one of my anticipated reads. I was very thrilled to see it on Book of the Month as an option. And in this one, there's like a famous guy. I think he's an actor. He has to go home for some kind of family event. He has to bring his bodyguard with him, but his bodyguard is a female. And he wants to try to save face a little bit and not really let people know. I guess he has a stalker or something, which is why he has a bodyguard. He doesn't want to let his family know all the details about that. He wants to kind of keep it on the down low. Number one, he doesn't want them to worry. He also doesn't want them to think he has a female bodyguard, whatever. He just doesn't want his family to worry about this potential stalker situation. So it has a fake dating trope. He convinces his bodyguard to pretend like she's his girlfriend when he goes home for this trip. It just sounds really cute. I've heard some positive reviews of it already, so I'm looking forward to that. And then I did grab another Catherine Center because I think I have her other 2. I think I have 2 other books of hers in the Book of the Month version as well. And this one I didn't own yet, and I read it on NetGalley, one that I actually read on NetGalley, but I didn't own the physical copy, and I just wanted to own it and put it with all my other Catherine Center books. So What You Wish For is that we follow a teacher in this one who had to leave one school, goes to another school. Turns out her crush from her first school ends up being the principal of her new school. All that. Drama, and his personality is so different in the new school than what it was years before. All that. It was a cute story. Before we get to the bags of loads of books, I have a small pile of books that I just bought for myself. And I also, listen, I have more coming because I celebrate all month. 2 of these I got very early in the month. 2 of them I got in the middle of the month. And then the other day I just went on Pango Books and I bought from 3 different sellers. And so those are coming. I also placed a book outlet order that's going to be coming. Yeah, it's July, friends. I will have a 3rd July book haul when all the other packages arrive. But I did pick up the 8.5 in the Keeper of the Lost Cities book. This is Unlocked. Now, this is a little different from the rest of the series. Book 9 is coming out in November, I believe. This one is going to have some different things in it. It's just going to have some different things in here. This first section is called The Registry, and it goes through each of the different characters, so I'm not really sure what that's about. Then we have the World of the Lost Cities with an author's note and a map, which is so cool. Portraits, so pictures of some of these people, some of the characters and their families. I love that. Life in the Lost Cities with an author's note there as well, and describing some of the different aspects of life in the Lost Cities. More information about the two rebel groups, the Black Swan and the Neverseen. Information about all the different species, the goblins, ogres, gnomes, trolls, dwarves, and humans. And then probably the part that I'm looking forward to the most is Keith's memories. So we're going to get a whole section from Keith's point of view, and Keith is my favorite. I'm 1000% team Keith. So this is going to be an interesting read. It's going to be quite different from the others, but I'm really looking forward to this. And I will be reading this with Amy from Amy's Bookish Life at some point before November. So I needed to get that because I didn't have that one yet. Also from Amazon, I had a couple different gift cards because many of you have clicked on the links when I put them in the description and purchased things from Amazon. The fun thing is if you click on a link and go purchase anything else, I still get credit for that. So it's not just the books themselves that I get credit for, but if you click on a link and go get something else, I still get some credits. Not credits, but like monies or like affiliate, whatever you call it. I don't know. So anyways, I received 2 gift cards and I spent a little extra, but mostly these are from those gift cards. I'm so excited. These are both very visual books. The first one is Hind's Feet on High Places by Hannah Hurnard. This is a Christian allegory about a deer climbing the heights. And I have read it before, but this has some beautiful artwork. I mean, all these engaging visual journey. Like, look at that. Oh, some watercolor. Yeah, just other interesting little bits and pieces in here. Some big ones, some small, like this. Here's a little bird over here. Some quotes that are pulled out, photograph even. Yeah, I think these are gorgeous. These editions of books. I now own Les Mis, Hind's Feet on High Places, The Hiding Place, and the last one I think that they even have is A Christmas Carol, which I would like to own as well, just to keep these all together. I think they're stunning. So yeah, that was an easy choice. I've been wanting that. And then I picked up the illustrated book 1 of Harry Potter. So this is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, illustrated by Jim Kay. These are stunning as well. Just like beautiful books as well. I eventually would like to reread the series. Next time I do, I think I'm going to use these as my format. Because I've read through the whole series, I think only twice. Once on audio and once in print. So this would be my 3rd time rereading them. And I think it would be fun to do it with the illustrations. So I bought that for myself with help from many of you. My friend Katie from Life Between Words on Instagram and YouTube, she is my co-host along with Amanda from The Curly Reader for Middle Grade March. And this year she started a publishing company called Owl's Nest Publishing. And this was their first book, Son of the Deep by KB Hoyle. I think at some point I was going to get a copy. She was going to send me a copy. It just never came. So I just purchased it because I really want to read it. And I really am happy to buy it and support her new adventure in publishing. So I'm really excited for this. And I actually just recently purchased as well this month the Anne of Green Gables box. Oh, so they did a box for this one too, and I missed it. But they have an Anne of Green Gables box because that's their next book that's coming out. It's in annotated and it just has some really special features to it. So the book will be in there as well as a few other special things. But this one, Son of the Deep, sorry, I'm rambly today. This one is a gender bent retelling of The Little Mermaid. So The Little Mermaid, instead of being an Ariel, it's Orfeo, and he kind of falls in love with a human girl. And there's going to be some other twists and turns along the way as well, but I'm really excited about this. I've heard wonderful things already. I'm really excited to read this middle grade book, Son of the Deep. Okay, now we have our bags. So this first bag is my foot is totally asleep. This first bag that I'm going to go through are the ones for my birthday. So this whole bag was $3. Some of them I won't be able to show you, but many of them I will. I grabbed a Christmas Debbie Maycomer. Oh no, this one I got from a little free library. It was just on the top of this pile. Starry Night. When I was in New York, headed back to Virginia, I was at my friend's house and we stopped at a little free library and I grabbed this for Christmas. Starry Night. Okay, so some of these I've never heard of before. The Turtle Catcher by Nicole Helget. I thought that the cover was intriguing on this one to me. The time just after the big war, banks were not to be trusted, snapper turtle stew, a cheap meal for the big families common in those days, bubbled on stovetops in farm kitchens. The three Richter brothers led Lester Sutter to the edge of Spider Lake to watch him drown through the sights of their rifles. What? In the tumultuous days just after World War I, Herman Richter returns from the front to find his only sister Liesel allied with Lester Sutter, the son of a rival clan who people call Slow and who spends his days expertly trapping turtles at the lake. And I think her brothers are not really thrilled about that match. And I don't know if they're going to do something sinister about it. I don't know. But I just was intrigued by the cover. So I threw it in the bag. I'll take a look at it. I'm not sure. I grabbed Erik Larson book, Thunderstruck. He wrote Devil in the White City. I've heard that he's very good with narrative nonfiction. And so I grabbed this one. I've never read anything by him, but this one is the interwoven stories of two men, Holly Crippen, a very unlikely murderer, and Guglielmo Marconi, the obsessive creator of a seemingly supernatural means of communication. And their lives intersect during one of the greatest criminal chases of all time. I mean, look at these end pages. A map of London there. So we'll see. Have any of you read this particular Erik Larson book, Thunderstruck? I grabbed a Diane Chamberlain, The Courage Tree. That's all I needed to know. I have loved her. I have recently read an older one of hers, though, The Silent Sister, and I didn't really care for it as much as her newer ones. And this one is an older one as well. This one was published in 2001, so it's even older than The Silent Sister. So I'm curious if I'll like it, but I like her storytelling enough that I'm willing to give it a try. Wiley Cash is an author that I've heard a lot of people have read and liked, but I haven't read anything by him. But this is A Land More Kind Than Home, and I grabbed it just because of the author. As well as this one, Nora Ephron, I Remember Nothing and Other Reflections. She is a director of many of my favorite rom-coms back in the day. And I think she has another book out, but this one is a little bit more of like essays, like short form writings. I'm interested to check that out. I mean, when you can throw them in the bag for $3, why not, right? These are more Rhys Bowen books that are in the Molly Murphy mystery series. I don't know what numbers they are. There were only 3 of them, so I just grabbed them for The Love of Mike, In Like Flynn, and Death of Riley. So I'll take a look. I do have book 1 that I hauled earlier this summer. So I do have book 1. We'll see about that series. I picked up a Christian fiction by Colleen Coble, The Lightkeeper's Daughter. This is a Mercy Falls novel. I'm hoping it's not like book 4 in the series. Northern California Lighthouse. Addie Sullivan is mourning the death of her father, endures her mother's bitterness until a night storm brings an injured stranger and a dark secret to her home. Sounds interesting. Sounds interesting enough that I'll pick it up someday. I think this is a little romance. Mary Bullock. I don't know how to say that. A Matter of Class. It's a little teeny tiny book. It's like even short this way. Blurbed by Debbie Maycomer on the front. Classic historical tale that sizzles with romance and unforgettable drama. I'm intrigued. Those are definitely book exchange ones. Yeah. Okay. So there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were 7 more books in that bag, but they're all going into my pile for Christmas book exchange. So I'm not showing you those. The same for this 7 from Second and Charles from this past weekend. Those are also going in the Christmas book exchange pile. These last few are the ones that I did get from Second and Charles using store credit mostly or completely. Cause I think I said in the video when I got up to check out, they were offering 10% off if you sign up for text to mobile or something like that. It's like, yeah, yes, please. So I used complete store credit for all of these. I grabbed Prairie Lotus by Linda Sue Park. Kind of a Little House type book, but with a Chinese American main character. I grabbed The House at the End of the Moor by Michelle Greep. I believe this is going to be a sweet romance set in Scotland. Sunflower Sisters by Martha Hall Kelly. I loved Lilac Girls. I need to read the one following that. And then Sunflower Sisters, I think, is the third one. The Power of One by Bryce Courtney. And this one I've heard is very popular in Australia. Is the author Australian? It does take place during World War II, but in South Africa. So very eager for that. Z, a novel of Zelda Fitzgerald by Therese Ann Fowler, I picked up because I need a Z book for my alphabet list for the year. So why not grab it when I can get it for free? Miss Benson's Beetle. I heard a lot of people in the comments of the video where I showed these say that they really loved this book. Some of them are even reading it right now. This cover is stunning. This is by Rachel Joyce, and I'm very, very eager to read that one. I got a middle grade, Breaking Stalin's Nose by Eugene Yelchin. This is a little tiny little book with a lot of illustrations. It should be a pretty quick read. It takes place in Russia. So we follow a 10-year-old Sasha who has known the laws of the young Soviet pioneers since the age of 6. But now that it's finally time to join the young pioneers, the day Sasha has awaited for so long, everything seems to go wrong. And I believe his father had been taken. So I'm very intrigued to read a book set in Russia. I got The Mistress of Rome by Kate Quinn. I have loved many other books by her, and this is an older one that I'm looking forward to, set in the Roman Empire, 1st century Rome. House of Silence by Sarah Barthel. I believe this is also a sweet romance. And then finally, I have The Passengers by John Mars. This is a little bit more of a thriller, suspense type of a novel. I think there's like smart cars, but then the cars kind of go crazy, something like that. You're riding in your self-driving car when suddenly the doors lock, the route changes, and you have lost all control. Then a mysterious voice tells you, you are going to die. Ba, ba, ba. Sounds really good. Obviously, I'm not trying to hold up all these books today, but that is the end of the line for this book haul. I would love to hear from you if you have read any of these, if any of them piqued your interest, if you are eager for me to read them so that you can learn more about them, or about anything else. You guys know I love talking with you down in the comments about just about anything, so let's chat down there. Thank you so much for sticking it out and watching this book haul. Like I said, I do have one more book haul coming once all those packages arrive. And that is going to be it for today. I look forward to talking with you in another video very soon. Bye.